Closing bell, July the 8th, 2026. We've got about 30 minutes left to go in the trading day. We did trade early this morning and made a few dollars. Let's look at that real quick. So we're going to share the screen, pull up the trading platform, and you see S&P 500. We purchased some calls on S&P 500 right in here. Full disclosure, looks like a little high to me. Yes, it was, and it puked. We didn't sell. You know what we did? We doubled up down here, okay? And it sure caught a bid, and we got out of that, I guess, about 30 minutes ago. And I'm going to go to the trade tab and show you that we made $186 on that trade. We bought 744 calls, July the 9th, and very blessed and happy about that. Also, our next trade was NVDA. NVDA caught a bid today. Right here's your arrow. You can see we purchased NVDA around 841, and we got 3 options on that baby and sold a little bit early. We sold right in here. I don't have a marker on that. Doubled our money on it. Okay, we're not going to get greedy. And here it is. We had 200 calls. July the 10th expiration date, and right there's the profit, $675, and I believe they cost us $610. So we doubled up on NVIDIA in just a few hours. So go to my channel, youtube.com, Trade with Neil, and learn to trade. Okay, so let's look at the rest of this 30 minutes. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're not going to trade NVIDIA. We're going to get out of that and remove that drawing and go back to SPY. The tell of the tape on the market today is Iran war. President Trump took the gloves off and said, no more negotiations. We're going to fire on them. And I don't know what's going to happen there, but that's the reason the market rolled over and tanked. And you know as well as I do, this afternoon they could say we got an agreement, and boom, after the market closes, the market could go sky high. But a lot of red today, not a lot of strength, okay? Not a lot of breadth on that for sure. Hood is showing a bid. I'm looking at a green hood. I'm looking at a green AMD, green Apple, no pun intended. NVIDIA is green. So you got semiconductors. And then you look down at the bottom here, AT&T still doing okay for us. Remember we bought that one, RSI less than 30 on the daily chart. Pharmaceuticals are catching a bid. Pfizer's up. Merck is down. Wow. Okay. Lilly and Novo are both down. The GLP-1 king and queen, if you will. Food stocks are down. Retail is off just a little. Target's doing okay. Dollar General's in the red. Walmart's doing okay. Actually, Target's doing better than okay. Target's caught a pretty good bid. So let's look at Trade Flash and see if we can see anything interesting. Somebody sold 1 million shares of Pfizer at $24.11. Then they came right back and sold another 1 million shares at $24.11. Somebody don't like Pfizer, some hedge fund, mutual fund, somebody. And so over 2 million shares of Pfizer they got rid of. The price was $24.11. That's on our Trade Flash. Not really a whole lot of, I see a large sell on TLT. That's the bond. 10-year bond, 1.75 million shares. So not a whole lot there. And so the big news of the day is just war. So we day traded a couple of things, and we want to take profits pretty quickly in the situation that we're in. Number one, the market is certainly at an all-time high. It could have a hard rollover any time. Market was down about 6-7% first quarter, up about 15%. Second quarter, first 6 months of the year, about 9.6%. Over the last 80, 90 years, the S&P 500 has gained on average 8, 9%. So we've had a pretty decent year already, the first half. So anything can happen. And so we want to protect our profits. We make some profits, we want to take that. Green is good. We don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be greedy. Speaking of RSI less than 30, let's scan the globe, if you will, and let's just look and see, since we have so much red, the QQQs actually just turned green. The S&P's down 2.72. The Dow's down 583. The VIX has come down. It was up about $2. Now it's up 70 cents. So let's look and see what we have that's oversold. We love to buy things that are oversold. How do we know it's oversold? It's printing less than 30 on the daily chart. I'm looking at about 10 companies. I see Alcoa has an RSI of 29.65. There's my beloved Oracle. I'm taking a beating on Oracle. Okay, it's at 139.78. I think when I purchased Oracle, I bought those September 18 calls. I'm pretty sure it was $1.46 when I bought that, and I'll show you in just a second. We're down pretty good on Oracle, but right now it's at 28.42. Do I want to buy any more? Not right now. Okay, it's right around that $1.40, but it's had a tough time, no doubt about it. Okay, but we do have plenty of time to recoup that loss and make some money. Okay, so I don't see anything else that stands out to me. So let's go back to our charts, and let's go to the 6-month chart. Speaking of losing money, let's go to Oracle. Here's Oracle. It's down 190 as we speak. And you can see over here, right in here, okay, what does that RSI say? Right here, 28.37. And so Oracle has been down under 30 RSI, got out of it, back down in it. The 52-week low is 134.57. My goodness, $4 away, $4 or $5 away from that. We need to catch a bid on Oracle. So how much money are we down? We are down $350 on Oracle as we speak right now. Okay. So I paid $16 for that option, and it's trading right now as we speak $12.50. And my option is a September 18 150 call. I need that to get to 150. We need 11 points on Oracle. Hey, it could do that in a minute, in a heartbeat. All it needs is a little bit of good news. Okay, so that's Oracle. We're also holding Dow Chemical. Dow Chemical is out of the RSI 30. Thank you. Okay, it's RSI is 38.95. It's had a pretty good, decent week. Yesterday it was bid up pretty good, and today it was over $1, up over $1. It's just 61 cents right now. So how are we doing? Well, here we are. I've got a 30 call September 18. I paid $305. It's at 209. Okay, so I'm down $96. That has come back, though. I was down a couple of $100 on that yesterday, or maybe the day before. So we're holding Halliburton. Halliburton is a defense company, same situation as Dow. It's out of the RSI less than 30. It's actually clipping at 57, a little stronger than Dow. And how are we doing on that? I don't know if you remember, look at my last couple videos. I'm pretty sure I was down $300 and something on Halliburton, because I had, well, I see it up here, I put $770 into Halliburton. And so we can see how we're doing now. There's a 35 call September 18. It's nearly at 35, 34.78 as we speak. And we are down $74. Thank you. So we're coming back on Halliburton pretty good. I paid $256 and it's at $234. Proud of that. Okay, so Halliburton and Dow's trending in the right direction. Oracle, no, it's not. Okay, so the other one we bought Monday is AT&T. We bought AT&T, got under RSI 30, immediately came out of it right after we bought it. And It's at 21.13, up 4 pennies, just 4 cents. And we paid $1.40 for 3 call options, a 20 strike September 18 expiration. We paid $1.40. They're trading at 183, so we're up about $127 on that. Not a lot of money there, but hey, green is good. I like green. Okay, so all 4 of those, Oracle, AT&T, Halliburton, and Dow Chemical, all 4 printed less than 30 on the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. If you're a newcomer and you like, what is he talking about, RSI? Well, go to youtube.com, Trade with Neil, and in there you will see some videos that I am explaining the Relative Strength Index, and we like to purchase that as a swing trade, not a day trade, a swing trade, 30, 60, 90 days out, and buy some calls or buy some shares, whichever is the most beneficial. Most of the time for me, it's going to be options, not shares. We will buy shares sometimes, but not many times, because shares it ties up so many dollars of your account. And I like to have plenty of cash on hand to take advantage of any good company when it becomes on sale. All right. Okay. So that pretty much gives you a synopsis of the RSI. So let's go back to the S&P 500. We are in a bull flag, ladies and gentlemen. Bull flag. Okay. And you're like, what is a bull flag? Well, I'm going to show you. This is a 5-minute chart. And you can see I've already got the high of the day marked, 746.09. You see that line? Okay. I'm going to put another mark right in here. Okay. So look at this flag. See this area? This is creating a flag. So the price is chopping in between these 2 areas. So this is bullish. Okay. Why? Because we have your moving averages are stacked. You've got the 8 on top of the 21. 21's on top of the 200. So I would say, I'm going to go out on a limb and say we may close at the high, because what you'd want to do to take a trade, to be technical about this, you would want to wait till it broke above this flag. So you would wait and you would put an order in right up here. Boom. You would want that to get out of that flag. Okay. You got your pole. Here's your pole. See that? There's your flag pole, and there's your flag. Okay. And so that's a bull flag. That's very, very positive. With all the negativity we got going on in the world, in the market right now, the overall market, the S&P 500, is showing some strength. Okay. And that makes me happy, because Amy and I have most of what we have in the S&P 500. We like to buy America, good companies in America. And that is the S&P 500. So big fan of the S&P. All right. Okay. So don't see anything. Apple's showing a lot of strength today. So let's go over here. Let's check Apple out. Okay. And Apple's showing a little bit of a bull flag. You see that? Let's mark that flag. The only problem here, you got, you're at the bottom of that flag. Okay. And so we need to break out. You want to, even though it's a bull flag, sometimes the wind stops and it just droops down. But it's still pretty positive. You can see here, we consolidated this morning, called a bid about the same time NVDA did, and boom, really, really well. Let's look at the news on Apple. What's up with Apple here? Apple and Broadcom shake up tech sector with $30 billion deal. That was at 149. I think Apple raised prices. That's old news. We know that. So I don't know, not a lot with Apple. One thing I've learned about Apple, a lot of times when the market goes down, Apple is such a mainstay. People will pull money out of a SpaceX. They'll put it in Apple. And when I say people, that term is a pretty loose term. Lots of hedge funds, lots of algorithms out there, computerized trading, and they're just in and out in seconds. They're pulling money out of NVDA and putting it in ConAgra, or they're taking it out of Kraft Heinz and putting it in Pfizer. It's just according to whatever the algorithm is set up for, and lots of that going on. But you know what that does? That creates opportunities for us. And the opportunity we're looking at is relative strength index. When it's oversold less than 30, we're going to get in there. And that's one thing that I do on day trades with SPY. SPY, if you can, I'm back on SPY here on the 5-minute chart, and you can see it got right at 30, about 10:20 Central Time. Okay. And what happened? Right when it got to 30, boom. Okay. So when companies get oversold, technically, they're not going to stay oversold very long. Okay. They're going to come out of that. So that's a great time. That's a floor. That's a great time for you to go on. Okay. Now, oftentimes when the companies think about your ceiling as resistance, when they get way up here and they're doing really, really well, and they break that, or they get to that resistance, they get to the ceiling, they tend to come back down. If they break through the ceiling, that's another case. That's a great time to go long when they break the ceiling. But risk reward for me. Remember, one shoe doesn't fit all. This is for entertainment purposes only. But risk reward for me, I feel good buying a company when they're on sale. I just do. And I could spend hours and show you weekly charts where companies were oversold, and invariably they come out of that and end up making money. Okay, we talked about, I'll pick one right now, real quick. We got about 15 minutes before the bell closes. So let's go to the 6-month chart and check this out. We're going to go just real quick. I've got time to do this. I'm going to go to 2 years and to a weekly chart and click OK. I'm going to go to Novo Nordisk. Okay. And I want you to check this out. I tell you what I need to do. It'd be easier if I stayed on the daily, not the weekly. And I may have to bring that down. Okay. So that looks a little bit choppy. So let me change that to 1 year. Okay. That may help a little bit. Okay. It does. So if you could look down at the bottom, you've got RSI. I want you to look over here, August on the very far left, right here, August the 8th, or excuse me, August the 4th. It looks like NVO, Novo Nordisk, that's Ozempic. It looks like this Ozempic company got oversold. Okay. How long did it stay in there? Probably a week or two. And then it comes out of it. That's the reason the green arrow that gives you that indication. Hey, it's out of that RSI 30. And then it went all the way. We can correlate the price right here. It's at 48 and it went all the way to 61. Okay. Then when it gets to RSI 70, which is overbought, hot, not on sale anymore, people start taking profits. And then they push it down. And check this out. November, at the 1st of November, all the way until looks like about November the 10th, it gets under RSI, then it comes back out of it. So it gets down to 45.56, and it comes out of it, goes all the way up to 64.47. Now look at these red arrows. The first of the year in January, first week in January, really, honestly, it becomes oversold. It gets over RSI 70 on January the 7th, and it stays pretty much like that until the end of January. So really the whole month of January, NVO, people, it's overbought. Okay. So what happens? It has a major sell-off, and it gets down to the RSI less than 30 very quickly on 2.5. Didn't stay there long. Then it came out of it. You can see it right here. Boom, and it come back out of it. Then it goes back into it. I hope I'm driving the point home. Okay, got all the way down on 330, the end of March. It hit a 52-week low of $35. Now think for a moment. $35 a share. It was $72 a share July the previous year. Okay, so we've cut this in half, down 50%. Okay, are people still taking Ozempic? Yes. Are they going to have more competition? Well, sure. Everybody's getting into this GLP-1 market. Okay, but opportunity. And full disclosure, I bought shares when that happened. I did not buy options, and I just cannot remember why I didn't. Maybe they were too thin, but I did buy shares. And to be very honest with you, I don't remember where I sold them. I remember making money on it, but I just don't remember where. I mean, that's just been, for me, that's a lifetime ago, 2 months, because I'm looking at the market every day and trading just about every day. And so I just can't remember. But here's the point. You can pull up every decent company that has a $2 billion market cap or better, and you could pull up a month. You could not a month. You could pull up a 6 month to a year chart, and I promise you, you're probably going to see 80% of them where the RSI is less than 30. Okay, because all good companies have times where they get oversold, some kind of news. Let's look at Walmart. Excuse my phone. It's telling me that I've got bad weather coming this way. Okay, so here's Walmart. Okay, look at Walmart. 1 year chart. It's nowhere near 30 RSI. I mean, look at this chart. It's $94 a share July of last year. And it's just, it didn't go straight up, but we're talking major uptrend. It got all the way up to $135, but May the 19th, we started selling off. Look at this big gap down right here. That's earnings. I know exactly what that is. And right here they are. See that 66 cents? Okay, that red telephone, that's indicating a conference call. But the 64 cents is telling you that's how much they earned. Okay, well, look at the previous red telephone. They earned 74. So our EPS, earnings per share, went down. So you got a big gap down in the stock. And I'm probably, if we went back there, we're right in the heat of the war. Oil is probably $100 a barrel. People are slowing down their spending. Why? Because it's in their tank. But here's the point. Walmart gets sold and it clips below 30 RSI on the 1st of June. I bought options. I remember it. Okay. And I think I doubled up on that and went up. And then it came down again. And last week I bought options. I bought them one day and sold the next day. I think I made $200 if memory serves me correct. So Walmart has been below RSI 2 times in the last year. 2 times. And both times it's happened in the month of June, this past June. Okay. Very good opportunity to buy the company, whether you're going to buy shares, whether you're going to buy options. So all good companies, the point being, go on sale from time to time. And when they go on sale, you got to be ready to buy them. Okay. Scared money don't make money. Took me a long time to understand that. Okay. When you feel like you don't want to buy something, that's probably when you want to buy it. You feel like you don't want to sell something, that's probably when you need to sell it. Okay. Our emotions trick us. When we feel really, really good about something and we want to purchase it, that's usually a time for prudence to say, hey, no, wait a minute. Okay. And you buy something and you're like, oh man, I need to get out of this. I'm sick to my stomach. Well, that's probably a pretty good time to buy it, add to it, whatever. That's been my experience over the past 35 years doing this. Okay, so back to the market. Little tutorial there. Let's go to the SPY and let's see what we've got. We've got 8 minutes before the market closes. we're still in that bull flag. You see that? Still in the bull flag. A lot of weakness. We're still a weak overall. I'm seeing tons of red, and we're gonna stay red more than likely. I don't think the S&P, excuse me, I don't think the S&P is going to recoup $2.47 here in the next 8 minutes. It could, if Trump came out and said, "Hey, we're going to negotiate. We're back at the table." Well, sure. Anything can happen. The market can move that quick. But right now, it just looks like that there's not a trade for me. I'm not going to trade anything here the last few minutes of the market. So hope you're having a good afternoon. I'm going to get out of here. To recap, had a couple of good trades this morning. We had NVDA. We put $1,272 in it. We put $610.98 in it, and we took out $1,272.97. We made $661.99. On SPY, we put in $908.66. We took out $1,089.32. That equates to $180.66. So today we day traded $842.65 profit. Thank you for that. Blessed for that. Yesterday, 433. Week to date, we're about 1275.65. Spend a few hours each day looking at the market. I'm here to help you. I'm here to be a mentor, be somebody that you can learn from. You can learn from my mistakes, and I'll be very honest with you. I'll be forthright with you. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. One shoe does not fit all. Have a good day, because today is the first day of the rest of your life.